Robyn recently did a video on templates in ClickUp and how she uses them or provides some options within a task. Now, whilst Robyn and I both use ClickUp, we both love ClickUp, we're both bookkeepers, we do use ClickUp a little bit differently. So I thought it might be good to give you just a different option when you are working in your ClickUp for end of month. So I have a task here for my client and their end of month. Now, you'll notice if you watched Robyn's videos, she likes to put the template, so the steps to complete the end of month in this description area, or alternatively in this action items area and have the checklist options. So I just thought I'd like to explain another option, and that's utilizing subtasks. So I prefer using subtasks because it does allow you to then drill into the subtask and add additional information. So ClickUp has what's called nested subtasks, which means I can click into the particular subtask and then I could add further instruction. So for this particular client, I have some client-specific tasks. And one of them is to process an interest charge. So I could click into this subtask and I could add instructions on how I want this particular interest charge processed. In the description area, I could embed some instructions like a scribe or a loom. So for me, subtasks just gives you a bit more flexibility in terms of the information that you provide. So with this particular task, I also like to have in my description area a banner with, there might be something specific that you want to either yourself to remember or staff. You might want to add, as I suggested before, a scribe or a loom about the end of month. So a lot of my end of months for each client has this subtask. And you'll notice that this is the only subtask here, which is the client-specific tasks. So when I'm ready to do my end of month and I've completed the client specific task, I'm going to go to my template center and I'm going to select the relevant template. Now, I always have a look in the customization area, and normally when I create my template, I will eliminate a few of these. So I think it's always important to have a look at what has been selected. A lot of the time with the tasks that we have created for our clients, we already have a due date or a start date. We might already have the assignees. So we don't want to make any changes to the task for those particular fields. So once I'm happy, I'm going to use the template. And you'll see that the template will append to the task. So the beauty of that is that it will keep this client-specific task and simply put the other steps underneath. And so with this reconciled bank account, for example, so here it provides the steps in order to reconcile the bank account. Now, for a lot of us, we're seasoned bookkeepers. If we see that we have to reconcile a bank account, we know exactly what that means. The advantage when you have staff is they can then expand that out. You could add the specific steps on how to reconcile a bank account. And, you can add all the detail and all the instruction that you want for the client. So when you are doing the work, it's fine just to have everything collapsed. You can have a look at the client-specific task. You've completed that. You've reconciled the bank account. You've reconciled the clearing accounts. You just need to follow these. But when you have staff, it can be more helpful that they then have the steps to complete the work. They can drill in. They can get, the instructions, the loom, the scribe. So for me, having your tasks set up as a subtask just gives you a little bit more flexibility. So I hope that was useful. Again, when it comes to ClickUp, there's no right or wrong. It offers amazing flexibility, whether you want to see just an action item, whether you want to, have check boxes in the description area, or whether you want to utilize the subtasks. So this is just another example of the different ways that you can do essentially the same thing in ClickUp, but you can really customize it to suit your clients, and particularly if you have staff.